Plague represents the destruction, man.
That you are not partaker of her plague. When you read in Zechariah the 14th chapter, it tells you that the people
14:12
burn out their mouth, the eyes melt out their socket. This is the plague that shall happen unto them.
Hal Lindsey, that made the movie The Late Great Planet Earth,
listen to me.
said that.
I heard that. I'm talking about it says come out. It says come out.
How are we going to do it?
The angels are going to say, come up hither, man.
We don't have recantation. Where in that scripture that you're leaving? Listen to me, bro. What are you reading, bro? Listen to me.
Why are you still here?
Can I answer the question?
He's here because he's sent.
There's too many questions. I can't answer no questions.
He watched the different videos and he said, I'm going to come down. I got all my precepts in order to confound these guys.
It says right there clearly, it says come out of my people. And then, hold on, and then y'all talking about being all up. It says come out, not all up. Out and up is two different things. Isaiah 52 and 11. Depart ye, go ye out from thence. Touch no unclean thing. Now the departing is spiritual as well. Repenting is turning from the ways of Babylon. Yeah. Right? Yeah, that's what this is talking about. Be it says, depart ye, go ye out from thence, touch no unclean thing, go ye out of the midst of her, be ye clean that bear the vessels of the Lord. Yeah. For ye shall not go out with haste, nor by flight. For the Lord will go before you, and the God of Israel will be your rewarder. Right. Right, so our thing ain't, Isaiah the 52nd chapter, our thing ain't delivering ourselves up out of here. Now, if you're not in this truth, you may be wise to get the hell out of America. Right? But the scripture says,
you better hop on the plane,
but
get your jab first.
That's in the book of Micah, the 4th chapter. We will come over here. The great deliverance, as we just read, will be in the land of the north. Jeremiah the 16th chapter. I mean, let's get it again.
Good precept.
Oh, y'all gonna crash the clouds? Hey, I have a question. Real quick. Real quick. Go ahead. My question. Okay, real quick.
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Right.
But Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
How would they be delivered out of the land of the north if they all left? They're going to be there. They're going to be there. Now, you may have some people who flee, but you can flee and be a demon, and
that's what he should do.
Wherever you go, and be destroyed still.
Right. And if you have understanding, those chariots was there when they first left Egypt, and that's what guided them into the wilderness.
So y'all basically telling me, y'all saying that the word is saying when it says come out, it doesn't mean literally come out. It's twofold. We're going to be brought up out of here, all right, and spiritually taking your spirit out of Babylon, touching no unclean thing, repenting, putting down the ways of evil. Right? That's how you flee. Like it says in 1 Corinthians the 6th chapter, flee fornication. Yeah. How do you mean you run, bro? You see I right, but spiritually you did. I got three stuff.
This is 1 Thessalonians the 4th chapter. I'm gonna start at verse 14 and read down quickly. It says, for if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushua will the Most High bring with him. Right? For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep, people who died in the faith. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first, meaning they're going to come into their spiritual bodies. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord.
Now, Kemet will say that sounds bugged out, but then they believe in a God that busts the whole creation into existence.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's throw that out there for y'all. I know y'all talking shit in the comments, but go ahead.
No, but that was the point of that. Right. We're going to be caught together with the Lord in the air in that time, and we're going to be delivered out of Babylon.
Because how are we going to get out of this situation?
Right.
Literally, for people who scoff against this God, how are we going to get out of this situation? Coming together and getting the bank. Who face going to be on the money? polite?
So, yeah.
No. Well, how are we going to get out of the situation? You got to be honest about what's happening around you now. As the elder was going into, right now, there's going to come a point where they're going to ration your food up in. They're going to look. What's happening around you is prophetic. The scriptures talk about everything that's happening right now. John the Revelator saw this very thing that's happening on the planet Earth, all this technology, what they're getting ready to issue forth in the scriptures, and we're out here to tell you.
Right.
Now, if you don't believe it, you would have to give an understanding according to what you believe to explain everything.
If you don't believe it, you're fulfilling Isaiah the 6th chapter.
Because it needs to be
9th verse on down.
It needs to be told. Because this devil's going to go in.
Yeah, you don't call Negros like these Americans are in a bad spot here. Yes. And they're planning on, you notice.
So the white people not in a bad spot.
Yeah, they're in a bad spot too.
The Japanese not in a bad spot. Yeah. So we need to put sand. Well, we're talking to our people.
They're going to push the MOTB.
When you go to our people is everybody who believes in the Creator. Yes or no? That's a lie?
Revelation.
We're here for the Israelites.
Go ahead, Sam. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like the lamb, and he spake as the dragon. Right. Now, another beast coming out of the earth, and he had two horns, and that two horns.
America.
Of their power within their
Democrat, Republican.
Right. This is
Plebeians,
a revival of the ancient
patricians.
Right. That's all America is.
Rome reborn. Deadly wound was healed. Revelation 13.
Happening all around you. They're trying to establish that, and that's what that's talking about.
Like the plebeians and patricians.
Right, right.
Boom. See, just said it.
And out of those different classes, created parties that you could use to manipulate people.
Right.
Right? Go ahead, Sam. And he exercised all the power of the first beast.
Let's go, champ.
That first Roman entity. Right?
Let's go, champ.
What's called Pax Romana.
The peace of Rome.
Romana means Roman peace.
Peace of Rome.
Once they came and conquered and they spread and they took down the barbarian hordes, they created the common market that fed into the beast system. It was an extremely powerful empire from the time of Augustus going into Tiberius, so on and so forth.
That's the first beast.
And it's like it's romanticized. Right. All right. Go ahead. And caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Now, how they did it was through the teaching of the Renaissance period. Right. Well, during the time of the Renaissance period, these classical teachings were established, and now those same classical teachings are forced down your throat in the West. Right. Okay? Go ahead, Channel. And it says, and he doeth great wonders so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth. Technology. In the sight of men. It deceiveth them that dwell on the earth. Yeah, so when you had NATO come together, what did they start doing? They started to really move forward with putting everybody underneath this American Edomite hegemonic power state. And
look up hegemony.
With the industry that they want to control, where NATO would come and tear you up, and they would put sanctions on you, set up political coups. That's what happened all across the world, and that's a major threat.
That's the reason why
and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of
there's a reserve currency, world reserve currency, because what's backing up the world reserve currency, the Federal Reserve note? The military, NATO, ancient Roman Empire.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 14. I'm sort of verse 5 and 6. Yahweh has broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
Esau,
he that ruled the nations in
smiting us.
Persecuted and none hindered. We talk about how Esau's blessing was the sword, his military prowess.
Isaiah 33:1.
Basically struck down all the different powers.
The great sword given to him by his father Isaac, which is Yahushua. Yahushua gave him the sword, and Yahushua going to take that sword right back.
Ain't no picture of
give me that sword, nigga.
The image of the beast.
Give me them keys.
The power structure of this earth. How ultimately Rome lives through America. What is the image? Something you see. Yep. What you see happening, you have a Senate. Okay. You have the Colosseum. Okay.
Bishop Nate says there's a picture of Caesar Borgia. Ain't no picture of Caesar Borgia.
That's how the image of the beast is speaking and living today. It's not just merely through a picture of white Jesus that you have particular camps.
Also, it's kind of like the wine of the wrath of fornication. Right? All of these things are leading into people worship this place. Right. They worship this place. It's an emblem and ideal in people's mind of freedom, riches, opportunity, prosperity.
That's why Jake joined the
Within a
military.
year and a half, they've been able to make a new God in the form of this thing. What's up?
All right, I'm checking out your sign right here. And the one right there, you got the mark of the beast, the RFID, the RFID. So I'm asking you, would it be fair to say that the RFID chip will be in the jab? And if so,
No, we don't believe that. We don't believe that.
It's going to be in the jab, like specifically, like you get the jab, and now you have the mark of the beast.
Right.
I don't know.
You don't think they got the mark of the beast chip?
It's going to lead to the mark of to the chip.
What we should tell people mainly is think about the levels of control that they put around the jab. Now you can't go here, you can't do this, and the restrictions that come along with it. These are some of the things described about in Revelation the 13th chapter that I'm talking about. It's getting people
Right, and it's really getting you into a system.
right.
It's getting you to a system. You know, in order for me to work, in order for me to buy, in order for me to sell mentally, I got to do something. I got to take something.
Yeah.
Now it could. There are talks.
Wait, Esau do that?
See, the Most High open up the eyes of Sarnetta. He can see
the end and
the MOTB is a microchip. He can see that. He thinks it's a jab. It's not the jab.
Absolutely not. Absolutely. Stay away from it. Absolutely. Don't touch that thing, man.
Unless you're IUIC or ISUPK.
It would have to be some point where they would say, oh, well, by the way, with this,
Captain Zariak took it
right
and bragged about it.
You know, first they started out with 1. Now it's 2.
right.
Then it's boosted. At what point are you going to tell, like you got to do Tazariak, at what point are you going to say, hey,
You got to keep Tazariak. You better keep getting in line and keep getting them extra.
I mean, pretty much
That extra shit.
Week, but do everybody have kids here? Do everybody have kids? Did all our kids get shots and stuff when they were born? None?
Well, we were talking about like the 80s and 70s.
But this is the thing. Now we have the knowledge. Now we have the understanding.
Yeah. That's why we have to be born again, man. A lot of things that we did in ignorance, we have to be forgiven for, man.
Right.
You know? And now that we
In
understand
ignorance,
the scriptures and
he
what
did
the
wink at us.
doing,
X.
You go and take that jab, you basically.
If you take the jab, you're going to take the charagma.
I can't leave without asking this question, man. I've been battling the Hebrews, man. Yeah, I know that. I've been battling these Hebrews. I've been teaching them.
You know you're a secret disciple,
Now,
man.
I want to know about the rape in the Bible. I want to know about the rape in the Bible. Is there rape? Is there rape in the Bible?
We're going to break that down.
No.
We broke that down back in 2013, and they keep bringing it down. He bringing it back up.
There you go.
You ain't got the mind to receive it, man.
But the creator condone rape. The creator condone rape.
New York Hebrews say ain't no rape in the Bible.
Rape is in the Bible. Somebody get Isaiah 13. Rape is in the Bible.
Y'all hear that?
Let's go to
We gotta grow up. A lot of these guys, you need to just grow the hell up, man.
These guys are emotional, man.
Grow the hell up, man.
Right.
IUIC is emotional. ISUPK is emotional. All those Sakari is emotional.
The law on rape is a law on how you handle it if it happens. All right. Now, does rape happen? Yes. So the Bible gives you 3 outlines of how to handle the if rape happens. Now it happened. You may be mad. Okay, how do we handle it? We got to take our emotions out of the situation. How is rape handled?
In biblical terms,
Right.
how is it
How is it managed? Now that's what we're going to do. Is somebody get
Deuteronomy chapter, I'm just going to get the point. Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 28. If a man find a damsel that is if a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed,
if a man finds a damsel that is a virgin that is not betrothed,
Engaged, for you simple niggas out there.
Means engaged.
You gotta say that, because you niggas are not smart.
and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father.
No, brother. We got to get all
Get all the meat off that bone.
We're going to go through the whole thing.
This is Deuteronomy 22, I'm starting verse 22. Right. If a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband,
Right.
then they shall both of them die.
Right. Why? Because she's married. If a man be found lying with a woman who is married, okay, both of them shall die because she already had a husband.
That's the act of adultery.
A woman was only supposed to deal with one man. Go ahead.
It says, both that man that lie with the woman and the woman.
Right.
So shalt thou put away evil from Israel.
Right.
If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, and a man find her in the city and lie with her, then ye shall bring them both out into the gate of the city, and ye shall stone them with stones that they die.
Right. She's married. They lay together. Both of them are going to be destroyed in this situation. Go ahead.
It says the damsel, because she cried not.
The damsel is supposed to cry out, I have a husband. I'm already, but what did the damsel do? She was like, hey, I'm with it. I'm with it.
They both got to
Come
die.
on, T. Come in. Go ahead.
Real. Right, it says.
Real. Yeah. Go ahead.
It says the damsel, because she cried not, because in the city, and the man.
Just like you Israelites supposed to be crying out what this man trying to do to you. Go ahead.
It says because he has humbled his neighbor's wife, so shalt thou put away evil from among you.
Right.
But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field,
Betrothed. Remember, this one is betrothed, meaning she's already set up and promised to another man.
that word betrothed goes back to brother put it on the contract board, goes back to being sold, bought.
Right.
She's a possession.
Right.
Someone she's been claimed.
Right.
You know?
Hold on. Go ahead.
It says here, but if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her, and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die.
Then only the man dies. Why? Keep going. Keep going.
Verse 26. But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing.
Right.
There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death.
Why?
For as when a man rises up against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this matter. It says, for he found her in the field, and the betrothed damsel cried.
She cried. So therefore only he died. She cried out, I have a husband. She did the right thing, but he overtook her. Only he gets stoned. You want to read it?
Yeah, I want to read it. Now this is in the New Living Translation.
Right.
Deuteronomy 22 and 25.
And bride kidnapping goes on all over in Africa, all over.
It goes on in Sudan. Why don't these niggas hop on the plane and go to fucking Sudan? That's a everyday occurrence in Sudan.
How about that? Go ahead.
It says, but if the man meets the engaged woman out in the country, and he rapes her.
Now, this is the thing. This is not the primary way to get a wife. Right. The primary way to get a wife is that the father the father and the mother would go and get their daughter,
Arranged marriage. That shit don't happen in the hood. Because there's no father at the home.
Dealing with land, businesses, the merger of
houses. So that's what a marriage is. It's a merger of houses.
I met Kiki at the club. Right. We liked each other for 6 months. We got an apartment.
Do I get married?
No, our mindset of relationships is so thrown off in this world.
Right.
No legacy mindset.
Right. So this is just one way. This wasn't like Hebrew man every day and you just jump out of a tree and you chase that chick down the street. You know? Yeah. No, this is just.
But you can't do that. You can't do that.
It's a way of law in today's society.
Right.
What? You get a certain amount of jail time. Right. You get out. You got to do the sex offender thing. Right. And that's to deter you from doing that.
Right.
It's a law. Right. The laws are put in place to handle things.
To establish order.
Period. Point blank.
You're going over a nigga's mind.
You just take it. And you got to pay her father. You got to keep her forever. Right. And if all you wanted was a piece of tail, you wouldn't have went that route. Right. You would have paid. Did you see?
Right. Because basically it teaches order, and we're going to get it. You break, you buy. You're not going to just be able to lay order like that. Right. No, you're going to have to be a husband now.
This is 13, going back to 2013, we explained it to them, and they still talking about this shit. Why can't you get it because you're slow?
He rapes her, and he rapes her, then only the man must die. Do nothing to the young woman. She has committed no crime worthy of death.
Right.
She is as innocent as a murder victim.
Right.
Since the man raped her out in the country, it must be assumed that she screamed, but there was no one there to rescue her.
Right. So she cried out. Now keep going. So you see that we went through the two instances, and the woman was betrothed. She was already promised. She was betrothed and married. Now keep going.
Verse 28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed,
engaged, for you niggas out there that don't research.
And they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give us the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver.
Now what do you get from that? About if you rape it and you got to pay for it? Read that again.
Deuteronomy 22 verse 28.
Break it down.
If a man find a damsel that is a virgin,
there is a penalty for rape. You got to give the father 50 shekels of silver,
not a virgin, which is
and you can't divorce her.
If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her, and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife.
Now break that down. Well, I mean, basically, just
That ding went off to let you know something.
And he got to pay wages to the dad, and you break your body.
And he can't put that woman away.
Right. So why is it so hard for Cesar? What's I don't understand.
Because they don't get deep. They get emotions get involved.
Right.
Chapter 2021.
Right.
That's right. All right, there you go. There you go. Look, GMS is the truth, y'all.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that from Sarnetta? GMS is the truth.
We know that.
GMS is the truth. Let's go, champ.
And then don't forget, Lot daughters raped Lot. Lot daughters raped Lot, didn't they? Lot daughters raped Lot.
You can say that.
On how to handle it. Right.
Man. Sarnetta don't like Captain Tazariak no more. He ain't gonna invite him in his shows. You gonna bring it right back to Captain. The Captain. The Captain.
Now, if you are a man just looking for a piece of coochie, you would be like, I'm not. If you knew that love stood, if you knew that was the standard of the earth, you would most likely you would be like, nah, I don't need all that. I don't need that. I can't afford all that. I can't. You know, I'm not gonna do that. That's all it is. Right, so you break, you buy. That's basically all it is. Hey, and it's like these dudes are infatuated with it to where it's brought up every week, but it's that simple.
Watch this. I'm telling him now. I don't know what y'all might say about it, but in Judges 20 and 21, the whole chapter, it is permission by by the Most High. Right. They was having a conversation.
It took you all them years to get this. It took you almost 10 years for you to get this, Sarnetta.
Like Nick said, it was an emergency.
Come on, dog.
Because the sons of Benjamin were low, and we needed to bring back that tribe. So let's get it. That's
one thing I want to interject. You have to understand that maintaining land rights within the tribes was critical.
Right.
And when the nation is not represented as far as land rights, things could totally be thrown off. It would cause dysfunction amongst the nation as a whole.
Right.
So it was needful. We like, hey man, we gotta get these men married up with these sons of Benjamin.
Right.
Okay. So here in Judges, the 21st chapter, is
and there's worse things in the Bible.
Way
worse. I mean, I don't know what do you men so creamy and queasy about this whole teaching that?
Because they've been in America too goddamn long.
But there were instances where it happened.
They went in there, they killed the men, they killed the women, and they did what? They took the boat.
All nations did that. That's what I'm saying. All nations did that. They just happened.
Now you got camp saying, we ain't gonna deal with no Edomite, no other you got, you don't have to. That's more for me.
21:15, and the people
Some fine-ass Edomite women out there.
Because that the Lord has
Why you think Solomon dealt with them and them other tribes? You dealing with the Egyptian women, that's when they were looking good.
How shall we do for wives for them that remain, seeing the women are destroyed out of Benjamin?
Now, who is he asking that question to?
They have it, right?
They're having a council.
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about.
Right? So they have it. They have a council. The elders are coming together. The men, right? And so it says, and they said there must be an inheritance for them that be escaped
land,
that a tribe be not destroyed out of Israel.
Right.
Had to build the tribe of Benjamin. That's why the scriptures say in Psalms, little Benjamin, little Benjamin.
Howbeit, we may not give them wives of our daughters, for the children of Israel have sworn, saying, curse he that giveth a wife to Benjamin. All right?
Made a vow. They had to keep the vow.
Behold, there is a feast of the Lord in Shiloh yearly in the place which is on the north side of Bethel, on the east side of the highway that goeth up from Bethel to Shechem, and on the south of Lebanon. Therefore, they commanded the children of Benjamin, saying, go and lie in wait in the vineyard, and see, and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to dance and dances, then come ye out of the vineyard, and catch you every man his wife of the daughters of Shiloh. That's not right.
That is right.
That is right, brother. Catch
Listen, we fell out of the street, bro.
Niggas is stupid, man.
Because he's saying, for what I'm saying, he's saying, listen, let's keep going. Let's go.
Stop getting so fucking emotional, man.
Let's get the word catch. Come on now, don't be. Did he say he'll go get one of them? If not, did he say he'll go get one of them? Did he say he'll go get one? Watch this, brother. Brother, watch this. Hold on for a minute. If I come into your house, kill you, kill your wife, and then take the little babies that's there, the girls that's there, and have my way with them, clean them up, shave their heads, and then go inside them when they stop mourning, which happens all over the world. Is that rape, brother? That's not rape. That's not what it's saying. Oh, man.
What's wrong with this dude? What's wrong with Gigantor, man?
The Bible is the only truth. No, I agree with you. No, you're right. No, it's not. Taking the spoils of another girls to go out and dance. It's like you send out girls outside and we go out and catch them. We go out and holler at them. We got the word catch. We got the word catch. Now, the word catch in the Hebrew, and I'm asking a question after question. Word will prove to you.
You gotta go on romper room mode. You gotta go on Sesame Street mode.
So when you say, oh, this word means this in Hebrew.
You gotta go on romper room mode with Jake. You gotta go on Sesame Street mode with Jake. You gotta go on the A, B, C, D, E, F, G mode with Jake.
Now, let me ask you this.
Jake is slow, man.
Somebody look up bride kidnapping too, real quick. Go ahead. When a police officer arrests somebody and they kill them up on the wall and they slap the cuffs on the ground, are they being raped? Because really, rape just means to see. It means to see. I'm just going about what we read.
Yeah, the rape of a nation. The rape of a nation.
They're being raped.
But Jake, you got your brains are full of mush.
You're being detained. Right. When a woman is detained, and she's being detained. The sons of Benjamin came out the vineyard while they were reading.
Say it a little bit slower. Say it a little bit slower.
Nothing about 4 You're adding. You know, I don't see nothing about 4
Oh my good. Oh my God.
All right. Right, but I don't see that here. Well, maybe they wouldn't holler at him. All right, go ahead. Yeah. But you just assume rape.
Yeah, all the game in the world.
Judges 21 and 21.
And these women were not Israelites. The Israelite men took a vow.
Eye contact with you.
These were of another nation.
You coming with me? You see her. You coming with me? And I'm coming with you.
And if you think I'm lying, show me different.
When y'all think rape, y'all thinking of go ahead. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's exactly what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, you're right. That's not what we're talking about. Okay, I can say
It's just like gay. I think that's what we need to take a step back.
That's what I'm saying. Don't.
We need to take a step back and understand when we say the word rape, we're meaning you're seizing and you're controlling something.
Right.
You're taking.
I was listening last night to drinking. I was listening to
Hebrews 86:10.
Jasmine Sullivan. She did a song called "I Broke the Windows in Your Car." Well, she raped the car.
In Bible, and it talks about 5:4. What do you say? Go keep reading. Hebrews 86:10. We'll keep reading. Judges 21. In the blue letter, though. That's in the blue letter.
Blue letter.
And it talks 5:4.
Who showed the world the blue letter? Me.
You know, we know. Yeah.
Judges 21:21. And behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to dance and dance, and come ye out of the vineyard, and catch you every one his wife of the daughters of Shiloh,
He coming with me. It ain't that he coming off, he hitting her in the back of the head with a horn, with a baseball bat.
He's stuck in Western condition. He's stuck in Western condition. You've been in America too long, boy. Boy.
Of course, because he's so nervous. They've been talking about the rape. We live right now, too. People think about that for so long, it's like, bro. Right. I don't see what we call rape in that script. Right. You ain't beat the woman up, you ain't kicking her in the face, you ain't knocking her teeth out. Who would want to label a woman? Come on now. Muslim, Muhammad.
Jake, man, you need a lot. You need to grow, man. You need to grow.
When their fathers or their brethren come unto us to complain.
Because they're going to be mad. Like,
Because they're raping them.
Now, you got to understand the mindset of men in the ancient world, too. Because they always wanted to get their daughters married off early. So you may be mad, and you can
For money.
a site called Women of the Ancient World. And it goes into the whole history. This is a different, that's another thing. You can't take the Western hemisphere mindset.
You niggas been in America too goddamn long.
So with the mindset from who? The East.
To the east, my brother, to the east.
The East ain't no black. The East is black. The East, there was a whole nother way of life, a whole nother mindset.
That you Negroes don't know about. On this, you've been in America. You've been raised up by your mother, man. What does your mother know? Your grandmother taught you the Bible. You was born with a veil over your eye.
We have a lens of people who have been oppressed. So when it comes to building,
Shalom. Let's see if I go to a part 3.